For Chicago.
Greetings, folks. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Lonzo Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Miller. The three-pointer off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Smith outside. From the wing, here's Vucevic. Shot from the low post is good.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. And Ball throws it down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Smith with a screen on Ball. Here's Giddey. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Ball with it. Guarded now by Ball. Back to Ball. Banked it in off the glass. Ball's got 9 points.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Ball against Miller. Pass to Vucevic. Puts it up from 17. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte to the paint. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The shot. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Smith outside. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. He's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And there's the screen. Here's Ball. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Williams passes to Ball. Williams with the screen. The baseline J is on the way. And the jumper falls for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Vucevic's shot is off. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Bridges. Okogie on the wing. Back to Bridges. Screen by Bridges. Here's Miller. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going for the oop here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Miller against Ball. throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Here's Ball. Pass to Okogie. Bridges, a screen on Giddey. Here's Bridges. Williams with it to the right side. Williams with the screen. Here's Ball. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Ball's got 15.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup.
Certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doors.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Chicago leading. Here's Buzelis, picked by Smith. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Miller. Here's Ball to the left wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Ball taking his time here. Williams passes to Ball. Second chance effort. There's the block.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Okogie. No points yet. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The teardrop. And that one's good. Giddey.
Josh Giddey at 6'8", guys. That floater's going to be tough to deal with.
Ball outside. And Ball throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
B.A., the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player. What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Smith with a screen on Miller.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Up top Ball, guarded by Miller. For 3, Smith. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And Jalen Smith wants to stretch the floor. He's got a sweet shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. Ball outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ooh, Ball with the teardrop.
Oh boy, soft touch from LaMelo. That floater game is on point.
Giddey against Ball. Fires, high post. Again, the Bulls score.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
The take from Ball. Miller outside. Williams a screen on Ball. Miller. Knocked away. Pass to Okogie. Tries yet again. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Miller. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. And now it's a 6-point Bulls lead.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Williams a screen on Giddey. Okogie. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Miller against Ball. Into the lane. And here is Vucevic. Back to Ball. Vucevic a screen on Miller.
Hornets foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Buzelis. Pure from three-point range. Buzelis has got 5 points.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Kobe White. Then there's DeSumo. Then it's Patrick Williams. And it's Collins in at the center position. Collins passes to DeSumo. There's the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Nurkic a screen on White. Pass to Nurkic. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. Nurkic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
With the teardrop. Outside man. 5 on the clock. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. And now the Bulls in transition. Jacks up a 3. Horton-Tucker can't hit. Hornets trail by 5. Williams passes to Green. Here's man. To the wing, right side. From the high post. Good work defensively by White. Bulls leading by 5. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's DeSumo, down low. To the inside. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Assisted.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside White.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Collins with a screen on Green. White drives in. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
First team foul.
That's good from White.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe White. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Hornets trail by 8. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. They set the pick. Here's Mann. Sweet little floater. Mann's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Outside Horton Tucker. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now. Green, the pass to Mann. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Mann. The fadeaway. Here's Diabate. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one's on Zach Collins. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Horton Tucker. To the middle. Here's White, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Nurkic. To the left side wing. Outside, Green. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Williams from long range. On target from range. 9 seconds left in the third. White looking it over. Just 3 on the clock. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying I'm...
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Bulls out in front, up by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. All no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Giddey passes to Ball. Now Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
3.
And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
A deep 3 from Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Buzelis. Pounded by Ball. Smith no good. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And it's Ball off the drive. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Ball. The 3 ball. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul of the game.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Screen by Bridges. Ooh, it's Ball from deep range.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
Ball against Miller. And Ball throws it down.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
Williams with the screen from the arc. They grab their own miss. And Williams punches it home.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Stolen by Miller. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Smith with a screen on Ball. Smith with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Smith against Ball, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Vucevic. No good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the basket by Bridges. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead.
High-stakes moment, and Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir. Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Okogie. Giddey defends. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Miller. Now here's Ball. Screen by Bridges. Ball outside. Throws it up high. And it's Bridges with the jam.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Here's Ball. Yes! Ball outside. Here's the pick. Count it!
LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
Here's Giddey on the take, and he buries it.
Oh my goodness, Josh Giddey in a big-time moment decides to knock it down.
Ball with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Back to Ball. Up again. Ball with the rebound. Ball with the steal. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Assistant, Jalen Smith.
Here's Ball. Oh, he buried the 3. Close game sees Chicago taking this one. And they barely... Allie, thank you as always.
Thank you, everyone.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke.
pick. Ingram is out there with Grady Dick. And it's Barrett at the 3 slot. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Count that bucket. Greg, we know that both these teams have had a difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Ball up top. Jacks up a 3. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the foot.
And GA, strong work all around in the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Now here is Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Ball against Barrett. Outside, Ball. Over Barrett. Out to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball.
How about this move by Miller? Using the pick and roll to create some space for himself.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Now, here is Miller. Williams, a screen on Ingram. Here's Miller. Back to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Dick. A beautiful reverse layup.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And it's Miller. It's out the key. And there's the drive. And Miller throws it down hard.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
Barnes kicks to Pirtle. Rebound by Williams. And so Miller will bring it up for the Hornets. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David.
Just love it when B.I. gets up like that and just stretches out for 2.
The drive-by Ball, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on R.J. Barrett. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Here's Miller. Out to Bridges. Miller sets a screen for Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Okogie for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Dick. He's covered by Ball. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A deep three from Ingram. No good with the triple. Hornets leading by 6. Ball up top. Dick defending. Unloads from 9. Hits the front of the rim and out. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
A free. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. Ball. Pass to Okogie. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen. Over Dick. Bridges misses. Toronto trailing. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now here is Miller. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Williams finds Ball. Williams a screen on Barnes. Ball no good. And for the Raptors, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Ingram. Barrett's got the lead up to 1 now for Toronto. Ball from long range. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got 8 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. Out to Bridges. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here is Miller. 7 points in the game. Williams sets a screen for Miller. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Here's Dick. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Hurdle, no one around him. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shots good by Miller.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Here's Ingram. He's got 11. Hurdle with his screen on Miller. Ingram wide open. And the Raptors miss again. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Here's Barnes. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket, and it's good for 2.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Miller. 9 points in the game so far. Williams has a screen for Miller. Right side, Williams. Ingram with the steal. Here's Barrett. And Barrett brings it in.
This is the kind of play you want out of R.J. Barrett. Just hustle plays.
Williams, a screen on Barrett. High, arcing shot. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 10.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Miller. Miller against Ingram. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Ball. Dick defending. Now here's Ball. 10 points for him. They get it again. Williams. The buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Green is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Grant Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in a power forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Williams against Quickly. Williams dishes to Green. Back to Williams. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there it is for him. Nurkic has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hornets. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Nurkic just screen on Quickly. Here's Mann. Pass to Diabate. Here's Mann. Quickly covering. With the teardrop. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On the wing quickly. Defended by man. 6 on the shot clock. Quickly finds Boucher.
Great defensive effort from Nurkic. Does not make that shot easy one bit.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly.
First personal
That's
foul.
his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's man. Quickly covering. Driving the lane. And there's another one for the Hornets. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Abaji. Pass to Quickly. Here's Mobo. Shot clock at 5. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 3. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Quickly with it. Scoreless thus far. Ripped away. Now, man. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Tries to keep it alive. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Mobo. Here's Battle. He's guarded by Williams. Taken away by Williams. And they're pushing it up from deep. Offensive rebound. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third team foul.
Here's man. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Tipped away. Raptors trail by 5. On the wing quickly. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Quickly. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Boucher. Knocks it loose. Here's Abaji. An easy 2 points on the layup. Abaji's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's man. And that one drops. And the Hornets lead by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Boucher the screen. Here's Abaji. Hits the 3-point bomb. Abaji's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Man up top, quickly covering. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Nurkic has got 7 points.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Here's Quick.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Ingram is out there with Dick, and it's Barrett at the 3.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome balance there from Ingram on the play, even after the contact, able to absorb it.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked him down. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Dick. He's covered by Ball. Sweet move. Dick passes to Ingram. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Ball from long range. It's good from long range. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage. Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And that one drops for him.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Here's Dick. He's covered by Ball. There's the triple. Dick can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 8. Bridges kicks the ball. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Barnes down low. Defended by Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Barnes hits them both. Here's Ball. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shoots the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 8. Barnes passes to Dick. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ball against Barrett. Dick by Bridges. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes.
Ingram against Miller. Pass to Barnes. Bridges with the steal. Floats it up for Williams. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:42 left in the game. He lobs it up. The shot misses. Good D by Barnes. Raptors trail by 8. It's Ingram on the wing. Dick sets a screen for Ingram. Back to Barnes. Inside. Here's Pirtle. That one falls.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ball's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around.
Here's Ingram. Barnes outside. Driving. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Pass to Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Dick passes to Barrett. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. And slam dunk by Ingram. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Ball. Fires from way outside. And so it's Charlotte with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotion.
look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Dick. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, we've got Buzelis. Smith out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Ball, and it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Smith passes to Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Ingram. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Here's Dick. Misses the three. Giddey passes to Vucevic. 2 points. That one goes.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Now here's Dick. Just over a minute and a half in. Ball with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Smith, the shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Barrett. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Off with the layup. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Buzelis. Guarded by Barrett. Picked by Vucevic. Three-pointer. Rebound Toronto. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Now here's Dick, guarded closely. Misses again, now 0 for 3. And here's Ball, he'll bring it up for the Bulls. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game, right?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Now here's Dick. To win the run, kicks it out to Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Smith. The 3 from Barnes. And again, Toronto, no good. Bulls leading by 8. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Ingram finds Pirtle.
Bulls foul. Buzelis. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:19 left in the opening quarter. Here's Ingram. Outside Dick. Clock at 4. Barrett a screen on Ball. Dick. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Outside Giddey. And he lays it up and in.
Giddey.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Raptors trail by 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Barnes a screen. Here's Ingram. And the shot goes down.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Vucevic, a screen on Barrett. Pass to Vucevic. Offline with a three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside Ingram. Barnes the screen. Lets it fly. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
He got it up. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
Looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
Nikola Vucevic, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Smith. And it's Buzelis in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Chicago leading by 3. And here's Giddey. Picked by Smith. And that one's good. Giddey's got his second basket on the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
That ties it up. Barrett's got 5.
You got to stay right up on Barrett. He's so solid at feeling out the defense and pulling up off the dribble.
Ball against Barrett. And Ball gets it to go. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Barnes. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Giddey. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Here's Dick. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Raptors trail by 5. Inside. Barrett passes to Pirtle. On the wing, Grady Dick. Ingram with the ball. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work ethic.
Well, Brian, Brandon Ingram works hard. He loves the game. He wants to be great. He spends a lot of his free time studying the game instead of just hanging out and doing other things.
Vucevic, a screen on Barrett. The 3 from Ball. Pirtle grabs a miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Barnes passes to Ingram. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Outside Dick. And he banks in the layup. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Barrett against Ball. Uses the glass on the layup.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Outside Barnes. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ball. Smith outside. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. And now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
Unselfish play. When your shot's not there, just make the next pass.
Nick, the pass to Barrett. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Barrett's got 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And the Bulls get it back. Pass to Buzelis. Ball outside. There's a screen. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 3-point game. Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
And he lobs it up top. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
24. The Raptors, 24. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shots.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Chris Boucher, and it's Abaji in at the 3. Outside Horton Tucker. Williams with the screen. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Collins with a screen on quickly. Kicks it out to Collins. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Pass to Shed. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Toronto shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shed taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Bulls trail by 3. Outside White. Williams a screen on quickly. Here's White. Pass to Williams. Blocked! Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
Raptors lead by 3. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Toronto's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside White. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Will it go? And it's Boucher with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nasumu, left side.
Raptors foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Collins a screen. Nasumu pass to Collins. Counted from distance. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
The three from Quickly. Gets the three to fall. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
White for 3. He drops it from range.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Quickly drives in. Misses from short range. Chicago has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Nasumu can't hit. Toronto leading by 5. And stolen by Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. Connects from downtown. Horton Tucker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Quickly outside. Basket counts.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Chicago's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Yes, it's good. White's got 5 now.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Quickly against White. Nice move. Pass to Mobo. Quickly outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Nasumu. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Toronto shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Bulls trail by 5. Outside Horton Tucker. Takes a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Abaji. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up. It's his first trip to the line, and he's good on the first of 3.
Abaji. 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Raptors out in front, leading by 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Josh Giddey out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Smith. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Nice move. Here's Barrett. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Buzelis, covered by Ingram. Going inside. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Nice. Just absorbing contact there by Buzelis. And I think over time he can add to that frame a bit too.
Here's Barrett. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Buzelis. Lays it up and banks it in.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Ingram on the wing. Pass to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Over Giddey. Giddey with a defensive effort. Bulls trail by 7. Ball right side. Smith outside. Vucevic, a screen on Barnes. The 3, Smith. Rebound, Toronto. Outside Ingram. Outside Dick. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. Ingram with a screen on Smith. Outside for Ingram. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Giddey. And a two-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Outside Ingram.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Pirtle. And he banks in the layup.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
From deep, Giddey. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 9. The 3, Barrett. Offensive rebound. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Toronto grabs the miss. 1:14 left in the game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Smith with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
This one for 3. Buzelis' shot is good.
Buzelis.
And they're so close to putting this game away. Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over. Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Buzelis driving in, and they'll get another chance. Here's Giddey. Good work defensively by Dick. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. 10-point lead. For Toronto as they get the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson.
filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for the Bulls, Ball out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Smith, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Well, Greg, this matchup features 2 teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I would be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Williams against Vucevic. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Ball, no good. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
And so he hits both. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Smith for 3. And the Bulls with another miss. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Ball. Here's Buzelis. Traps in the tray. Buzelis has got 5.
From way back, Buzelis already flashing range as a rookie.
Here's Ball. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. 5 on the clock. Rebound by Williams.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Miller outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here's the break by himself. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Williams sets a screen for Ball. Takes the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Smith with a screen on Ball. Giddey offline from the top of the key. Charlotte is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
A wide open look here for Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Ball penetrating. Bridges kicks the ball. 3-pointer. Bridges misses. Bulls trail by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The kick out to Ball. Another shot, and Bridges with the block. And here's Miller outside, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Charlotte up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
We've got Buzelis all out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic and it's Smith in at the power forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Ball with it. He's got 15. Driving in. Pass to Okogie. Miller with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the grab, his three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
And it's Ball penetrating. Basket good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. And there's the drive. And Ball slams it in.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Here's Giddey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Mark Williams.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Outside, Ball lets it go from deep, and it's Vucevic missing. Charlotte leading by 3. Outside, Ball. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Williams passes the ball. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 24 points for LaMelo Ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
There's the screen. Here's Ball. Second chance shot. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Bridges a screen on Ball. Bridges outside. with 1 on the clock. Out to Miller. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got his second basket of the night.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
There's Ball with the three. Bridges with the board. Ball with it. Now Smith defending. Outside, Ball. Shot from 16. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Smith. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
24 seconds left in the second quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. Williams has a screen for Ball. And Ball slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we've got more. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Trey Mann. Grant Williams is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Diabate in at the 3-slot. Mann passes to Nurkic. Collins grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 4. RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Bulls ball.
Chicago has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. Pass to White for the lead. And the rebound by Nurkic. It's a close game here in Chicago. Green taking his time here. Nurkic set the pick for Green. Nurkic with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Diabate. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Collins, a screen on Green. Here's White. Shooting foul as, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Williams kicks to White. Williams has a screen for White for the lead. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Nurkic, the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Good on the bucket. Collins has got the lead up to 1 now for Chicago. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Man with it. White's there.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. White against Green. White the pass to Collins. And the three ball is good. Collins has got 5 now.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Nurkic finds Man. Nurkic a screen on White. Man. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Man's got it all tied up now for Charlotte. Green against White. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Off target with his three. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Green dishes to Nurkic. Back to Green. Pass to Nurkic. Fires the three. And no good. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Williams. Clock at 6. Williams scanning the floor. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's Horton Tucker. The tray. He's off on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls lead by 2.
It's time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
Shooting for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball.
He's perfect from the line this time. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Smith, and Smith slams it home.
Man, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Miller, the pass to Williams. Out to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Ball. Pass to Williams. Now here is Miller. Out to Bridges. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Smith. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. And now that's 11 points for Smith.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
Here's Bridges. It's deflected. Outside, Ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Giddey against Ball. Giddey the pass to Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Got a piece of it, and they recover it. Now here's Giddey, guarded closely. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Ball. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Hornets trail by 7. Miller kicks to Williams. Nice move over Buzelis. And a great move by Williams.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
Outside, Ball. And he uses the glass on the lane. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Outside, Ball. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Ball. And the Bulls lead by 5.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Here's Okogie. Giddey defending. The kick out to Ball. Clock at 4. There's the lob to Bridges. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Bulls ball.
The Bulls leading by 5. Ball feeling it out a bit. Teardrop shot on the wing, Giddey. Smith for 3. Hornets with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Miller outside. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Ball with it. Bridges covering. Smith right side. Rebound by Okogie. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
Outside, Ball. Buzelis sets a screen for Ball. Can't And cash in. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now, here's ball. Josh Giddey is out there with ball. And it's Smith. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. There's a screen by Williams. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here's the fast break. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Vooch got that big old ball in the passing lane and made something out of nothing.
Bridges a screen on Giddey. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Ball with the bucket.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
And it's Ball penetrating. And good that time. Ball's got 41.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Fires from deep. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Giddey.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Poke loose and stolen by Giddey. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vooch. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Giddey against Ball. Vucevic a screen on Ball. Releases. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Ball. Good.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
Ball no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
They get the rebound. Pass to Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets pull it in. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man? And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And here is Giddey.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really...
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
He hits the second from the line. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Sinks it from distance.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Outside Dick. Pass to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. Outside Dick. Down low. Outside for Ingram. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Barrett. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And the bucket is good.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Pirtle grabs a miss. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a three-point game. Pass to Pirtle. Outside for Ingram. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Ball's got 5.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Bridges finds ball. Here's Okogie. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Barrett. Back to Pirtle. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game.
R.J. Barrett. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The 3 from Ball. Nails it from 3. Ball's gotten his third basket of the night.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Outside Ingram. On the wing, Grady Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Josh Okogie. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Pirtle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Ball left side. And down it goes. 2 points. Ball's got 10 points.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Outside Ingram. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Ingram's gotten his second bucket of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bridges outside. They get it back. Here's Williams. Up top, Bridges. Pass to Okogie. Screen by Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Here's Ball. Softly drops in the floater. 12 points for him.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Raptors out in front. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Ball against Barrett. Ball against Barrett. Pass to Okogie. 5 on the clock. Over Barnes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Okogie's got his first basket. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And here's Pirtle. Barnes feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Pirtle's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Charlotte trailing. Here's Ball. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ball against Barrett. Ball passes to Bridges. Back to Ball. Lets a 3 fly. Ball with another miss.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Pirtle. Ingram on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Ingram's got 6.
Well, you look at the form on Ingram's catch-and-shoot jumpers, it's textbook. He's got excellent posture. His hands are in a good position, and most importantly, he's ready to shoot it when he catches it.
Williams, a screen on Ingram. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Out to the wing. There's Ball with a three. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
The Raptors with a lead. Barrett passes to Dick. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam. Miller outside. Pass to Williams. Banked it in off the glass.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Bridges against Barnes. Shoots over Bridges. Toronto making a switch here. Boucher's checked in.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
And here's Ingram from the arc. The Hornets pull it in. 1:06 left in the second period. Ball surveys the floor. Miller outside with some arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Raptors have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Boucher passes to Barnes. No good there. Nice D from Bridges. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. The offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Williams, a screen on Barrett. Ball outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Toronto out in front. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Williams. Trey Mann out there with Josh Green. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. It's Williams, high post. There's a screen by Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pass to Quickly. Driving to the basket. It's good. Quickly's got his first bucket in this one. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Boucher outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Mann. Here's Nurkic. Williams passes to Green. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to trap.
I didn't know if they could match that last slam, but it only took them a couple of moments.
Hey, not the best interior defense on those last few trips, but who cares? That was awesome.
I don't think the fans have a problem with it one bit. This is some crowd-pleasing action we've got going right now.
Man, that one's good, man.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Quickly, right side. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on man. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Graham.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Pass to Diabate.
Toronto foul. Shea. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside man. Now here's Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the trifecta. Nurkic just got his second bucket on the night.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And it's Shed missing. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside man. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickley. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Nurkic a screen on Quickley. Pass to Nurkic for the lead. The shot misses. And for Toronto, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And here's Nurkic for 3. Drains the triple. Nurkic just got 8 points here in the quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Quickley. He takes it in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Nurkic a screen on Quickley. Man with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Inside is Mobo. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Outside man. Drops in the layup for 2. Man's got his second basket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Quickley. 11 points in the game. And Josh Green going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the
And
court.
so here is Toronto. The lead is 2. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Toronto out in front. They're up by 3.
The best part
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick, and it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Ingram up top. Barrett up top. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Back to ball. Miller outside for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Raptors lead by 3. Up top, Barnes. He's guarded by Bridges. Barnes passes to Dick. Ingram with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram is listed at 6'8", but that wingspan is north of 7 feet. That allows him to get extra reach on his drive.
Ball against Barnes. They set the screen, and it's Ball off the drive. Pass to Miller. The 3 ball. Hits the 3-pointer.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Shot is good by Barrett.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Ball. LaMelo working inside.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 2-point game. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And here's Ingram outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Pass to Okogie. Screen by Bridges. Okogie into the lane. Good on the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. Here's Ball. Bridges, a screen on Barrett. Bridges outside. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
2 minutes remaining in regulation.
Williams, a screen on Barrett. 4 on the clock. Here's Ball.
Great work from Barrett on defense. Trying to do everything he can to alter the shot.
Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
Out to Bridges. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
How about the agility of Pirtle, the 7-footer just sprinting down the open court with remarkable and surprising speed.
Miller, he's open. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Ingram. Kicks it out to Barrett. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 5. Williams a screen on Ingram. Miller with it, now guarded by Barrett. Williams passes to Ball. Beyond the arc. Rebound Toronto. Here's Barrett. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Fires from way outside. That one doesn't drop. Bridges against Barnes. Ingram fires from way outside. Can't connect. And so Toronto takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their
Here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Giddey in at the 2 guard. And the shot goes in.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
Here's Giddey. No good on the 3. Barnes looking around. In the corner, Barrett with it. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Ball. Pass to Dick. Launches it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now, here's Ball. Now, Vucevic. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Floats one up, and it's Giddey laying it in.
Well, you love the play call by Josh Giddey. Calls the screen to him, simple pick-and-roll action. He understands what to do with the ball.
It's Dick on the wing. Barnes outside. With the floater and the rejection by Smith.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Giddey, no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Ingram outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Now here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Purtle. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Barrett. Ingram's got 6.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Purtle. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Purtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
The offensive rebound. Here's Giddey. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. There's Ball with the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. Raptors leading by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And here are the Raptors now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here it finds Dick. He takes it in. Stolen by Ball. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And Giddey gets it to go.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Down low. Stolen by Ball. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Hurdle. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Jalen Smith. Josh Giddey is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic, and it's Buzelis in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ingram. Barnes outside. Six on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Vucevic, a screen on Ingram. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Ingram. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot by Buzelis, no good. It's Dick on the wing. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on the basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now, here is Smith. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Barnes. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Barnes outside. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And stolen by Barnes. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Dick can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
It's Ingram on the wing. On the wing, Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And the Raptors miss again. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, you'd love to see Jalen Smith run the floor, get a transition opportunity.
Barrett the pass to Dick. To the middle. And the dunk by Barnes.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all. Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Ball against Barrett. Smith with a screen on Barrett. Barrett against Ball. From the top of the key. Goes back up. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Dick. Out to Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Smith against Barnes. Takes it inside. Ball with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Vucevic rejected by Ingram.
And great use of length by Ingram. Able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
Chicago foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
His first personal foul. 13 foul. At the line,
he misses the free throw.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
12 seconds left to play in the first half. Barnes, right side. Over Smith. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
We've got Emmanuel quickly. And it's Boucher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Chicago leading. Here's Horton Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Raptors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. They set the screen. Here's Abaji. Defended by Dosunmu. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's White. And it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Quickly with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. And now a 3-point Toronto lead.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Williams sets a screen for White. Takes a 3. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Shed, still without a basket. It's to Abaji. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Driving the lane. Got a piece of it. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's Horton Tucker. Collins looking around. And they get it. He lays it in. Collins has got his first points of the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Shed, that's good.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Outside, White. Takes it off the glass.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Quickly against White. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Quickly against White. Goes up with a stripe. And it's quickly missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Mobo gets the basket.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Toronto foul. Shed. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Horton Tucker with it. And he hits the jump shot. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Quickly against White, and that one is good. Quickly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Raptors foul.
The Bulls have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. No good on the free throw.
Shooting for Chicago.
That one misses. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 15-6 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Abaji the pass to Quickly. Clock at 6. They set the pick. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the second free throw, good. Now, Horton Tucker. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So it's Toronto now. So the Bulls 5 right now. Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Ball. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Giddey, and it's shooting guard. Bulls trail by 8. Ball with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Ball with the bucket.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Barnes outside. Pass to Dick. Barnes sets a screen for Dick. Stolen by Ball. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. For 3, Smith. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in this game. Dick finds Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Wily move by Ingram. Able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to Smith. Buzelis with the ball. Smith sets the pick for Buzelis. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now Barnes from deep three-point land. Buzelis grabs the board. Now here's Vucevic, defended by Pirtle.
This guy's so polished inside. Nikola Vucevic, great at being assertive and earning these fouls.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. Ball with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Giddey. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And there's Buzelis on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Utilizing his crazy length, Ingram has that 7'3" wingspan, and it helps him score over the defender.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Out to Smith. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
That's really impressive movement from Jalen Smith. Set the screen, get to the hoop.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
14 foul.
And here is Ingram. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got 1 to use. Might as well do it.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity, the it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltender.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Dick sets a screen for Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Giddey. Smith finds Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Pirtle. And it's Vucevic missing. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Scotty Barnes in the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Barnes against Smith. Out to Barrett. Beyond the arc. Ball with the rebound. To the wing. Back to Giddey. Nice move. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. Money! And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
There's Ball with the 3. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to